Up. Ooh, it's all very official, isn't it?
Good morning, Tim.
Hiya, Jackie. How you doing, my
Very
lovely?
well, thank you. Happy New Year.
And to you, happy 2026. It feels like we're a month into January already, doesn't it? I'm just
I
waiting for
know.
your Facebook to catch up before I share it, sort of thing.
Yeah, brilliant. I just before you joined me, I was reading your post for today, which is marvelous.
Oh, thank you.
And so I would recommend anyone, that's on Tim Wild Practical Ascension. It's on that page, isn't it?
It is, my love. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I would recommend anyone go onto Tim's gone off of there now.
Is
I
it,
was
is it
gonna shall I read it out or not? Your post.
Yeah, read it out, my love. I'm just waiting for the live stream to catch up at the moment. It
Because
doesn't.
I've just seen that it is, but
Oh, okay. I might be on the wrong page then. Oh, I
uh,
might be on the wrong post. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We're on.
oh, brilliant.
We're on.
Yeah, because you have to refresh to actually find us to start with if you've already been on there waiting.
Yeah.
That brings it up quicker. Just for anyone watching, because I know that's been asked before. It looks like we've not come on, but if you refresh the page. Right.
Yes.
So I'm going to read this. This is Tim's post 15 minutes ago. As we step into the new year, we are still moving through the final months of the year of the snake, a powerful cycle of shedding, release, and renewal before the energy shifts into the fire horse on February 17th. Way.
Yay.
It's no surprise many of us are feeling the intensity of this transition, amplified by the energy of the year nine. Yet there is a softening available to us if we can consciously choose peace. Oh my goodness, this falls into so much of what I've been looking at, this walk of peace with the monks. Have you seen that?
I have had a little peek at that. That looks amazing.
Isn't it amazing? Anyway, I'll go on to that. Over the past year, a profound shift in collective consciousness quietly unfolded, often unnoticed as we navigated our own inner challenges. What once felt spiritual taboo is now part of everyday conversation.
Mm.
And for those who once seemed asleep are beginning to feel, see, and speak differently. Old systems, beliefs, and matrix ways are loosening their grip, replaced by new attitudes toward health, responsibility, growth, and truth. We are witnessing a true spiritual spring. Oh, that feels lovely. The thawing of the ancient permafrost, as light reaches places long frozen. So perhaps the real question isn't what 2026 will bring, but what we will bring to it. Oh, I love that.
Oh,
How we choose to show up, to live with integrity, to protect our energy, and to consciously choose happiness in each moment. This is the work, and it begins within. So, how
thank you, Jackie.
beautiful. What a lovely start to read that.
Yeah, I think that was my newsletter. I think that was my newsletter. Or it could have been yeah, it was. It was. I was kind of sat there on the keyboard on New Year's Day, feeling the energies come in and thinking, well, we're not quite out of this snaky business just yet. As
Absolutely.
more layers, a little bit more shedding, as you can probably hear from my voice. I've got a nice little detox going on myself, which is crappy timing, but I don't think the universe or my body is counting days or calendars or anything like that, really. It's just doing what it's designed to do.
What I love is what Diana Cooper says, and you would know this, that you're having an upgrade.
Yes, an upgrade.
I
The
mean, I
right
don't know
thing.
how much more you can upgrade, but it's a good upgrade.
Plenty of room for more. I think all of us naturally go through this cycle at this time of year. I mean, it's goes without saying, yes, that like we have half the sun that we would normally do. We have just been through a season where people are kind of drawn to eat and drink toxic food and gather in small enclosed kind of artificially warmed spaces and lo and behold, like everyone's like, oh my God, my body's doing this. And it's just like, well, it's natural. Be happy that you're being upgraded. Oh, well, it's
Oh,
lovely to be here with you, Jackie. This is a bit of a tradition, isn't it, my love?
absolutely. And I'm so grateful for it. That the fact that you start every new year for me in person, mostly, like obviously we had a couple of years we had to go online, but
We
this
did,
is
didn't we?
in person and online. So
Yeah,
yeah, with lovely Toby's going to be sorting that for us on Tuesday
excellent.
night when we're going to be at,
Tuesday night.
yes.
And I
We've
think
been at the, sorry, we've been at the
well, I've
golf
been there
course
before,
before.
haven't I?
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
there before when remember we did that, we used to do like the round table thing where there'd be
Ascension
four of us.
Circle.
The ascension circle, that's
Yeah,
it. I knew it had
yeah.
something to do with roundness. And Paul was there, and it was me, you, and Sally. Was it Sally?
Sally, yeah,
Doing it?
yeah.
Yeah,
Always Sally.
yeah. It was a good night. It was a good night, and I remember it's a lovely venue, isn't it? So
Really is. And they've got that balcony that you can look down and get a lovely picture of everyone.
oh yeah, yeah, I remember it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Because Paul
Oh,
took the picture and then he inserted himself, and you would never know, if you know what I mean, in the picture.
yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Paul Debris Carey, bless him, yeah.
Yeah, Polaris AB to
Polaris AB, yeah.
those of you in the ascension field. So.
Did he talk you
Yeah.
into going to Egypt yet?
No, not yet. I mean, I know that I'm due over there at some point. It's just a case of the thing is, you don't half do Egypt, Jackie, do you? You kind of got to go over there and you've got to do the whole thing. You've got to be there for a significant length of time. You've got to commit yourself to it. And it's just finding kind of like a gap in the diary really to do that, if you see what I mean. So it will happen. It will
Oh, it
happen.
will. So yeah, if you'd like to talk to us a bit about, what this last year has been like, but how you
Mm.
see, a bit of going forward into this year.
It's going to be a special year this year, I think, I mean, I know we hear that every year, don't we? It's just like, fresh start out the traps, January energy and everything. And it was almost, I think it was this time last year, I was walking through the woods. My first Friday Ascension update was a walk and talk. It was so cold, I wasn't going to sit there. So I was walking and I had the presence of beloved Mary with me. And I was saying, like, come on, give me a little bit of a heads up about what this year is going to look like, what it's going to bring. And she just kind of like was talking about this expansive field of two very definitive energies. One, an abundance of kind of fear and cleansing and all of this stuff that we actually seriously went through last year. But she said also there's a very quiet, beautiful stream of high frequency joy. Take your pick which one you're going to actually attune to, but understand that where we are in the process at the moment, the joy is something that you are going to have to work for. And at the time, I didn't understand what she meant. But a little bit later, I think probably by October, the penny dropped. It's like, okay, this has been a really, really intense year. All we've done is shed skins, drop density, move through these incredible kind of hoops on an ascension level. And so it was the year of the most incredible highs and incredible lows. I'll never forget last year, Jackie. I've said this in my updates, and I'll probably keep like banging on about it for a little while until we kind of get immersed into what's going on with this one. But I understood what she meant by choosing the path of joy, but having to work for it. Everything that we lost last year, everything that we shed, everything that we got rid of, produced an end result, an end product. And that end product was us it almost feeling that job satisfaction of having been through what we've been through, survived it as best as we possibly can, and actually achieved something magnificent by being here at the end of the year walking through this gateway and actually looking forward to what the year brings. I think, or even though it's going to be intense, it's going to move fast. Like we said at the start, we're not quite out of that snake clearing energy yet. It's going to accelerate, and it's going to accelerate fast, and we're going to be expected to kind of grab the reins of the fire horse sort of thing, and adapt very quickly to what's being presented for us. And I don't think we're going to have a problem doing that. We would have done 5 years ago. We'd have been kind of left in shock by the things that occur and the stuff that happens, like, the visceral experience of our ascension process. But we've been conditioned spiritually to such a high level now that anything that's presented to us this year, we are now ready to deal with it. That's how I'm feeling.
Truth chills, complete truth chills. When you said I was joined by Mother Mary, oh my goodness, truth chills then, and then what you've
Oh,
done now.
thank
So
you,
that's
Jackie.
so lovely.
She's
What
such a lovely go-between the Intergalactic Council and us. It's almost like she's the one that will kind of go, come on, everybody, let's make it just a little bit calmer and a little bit more pleasant for them down there. They're having a really hard time, and she'll kind of be the go-between, kind of almost, speaking on our behalf, particularly if we're struggling or we're under the cosh, which we have been. Let's be honest about it. This human process has been incredibly intense.
absolutely, yeah. Um, Not everyone's felt that. It was surprising. My son's girlfriend, I was talking with her the other day, and she said, "Oh, I thought this was a wonderful year." And it was so lovely to hear that she felt. So that's great, isn't it? If you can feel that, even though she's had like ups and downs, as we all have. But if you
Yeah,
can see the best of everything, I know it's so easy to say, but it is really wonderful. A perfect example, I know you're kickboxing and I love darts. And last night was the final of the darts. And Van Veen, the night before, played the most out of his skin, amazing uh, game and beat Gary Anderson.
yeah,
And so went into it last night. My heart wanted Luke Littler to win, but my head, because of the game that he played the night before. So he had the most incredible high that night because he won,
yeah.
and he's only 23. And then
Oof.
the net, and then the last night. Do you watch it?
I don't, my love. No, no, it's not something I used to play it in the pub, but I don't watch it.
Yeah, I used to be very good at darts actually,
Did
and
you?
yeah,
Hidden talents.
years ago that was. So I guess that's why. And I've not been interested in it for years, but Luke
Yeah,
Littler brought that interest back. And he won the game last night. Van Veen must be so low today because he played so very well the day before. And
yeah.
then, lost yesterday 6-1
Oof.
in the final. And
Yeah, that's a thrashing and that.
it is a thrashing. It was so
Mm.
unexpected because he just played out of his skin the night before. So just talking about highs and lows, I was just thinking
Yeah.
of the difference in how he felt the day before and how
Oh,
things change so
the
quickly.
big serotonin drop, that one, isn't it?
Big, big. But he'll be fine. It'll probably boost him on to, think that's not going to happen again.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's a saying in martial arts, you never lose, you only learn. So there's winning and there's learning. So yeah, I think you can put it down to that, can't you?
I'm just going to do this share screen on the
Ooh,
2025, going back to
ooh,
the, yeah. Um, that's pretty much how we see it, isn't it? Like the year of the snake, we transformation, the shedding, ending,
yeah.
healing grief. Healing in general is
Mm,
a big part of what we don't, not even not being ill, but we need to heal trauma from
mm,
us. Oh, it's huge.
absolutely.
Healing
I
part.
mean, grief, anything that we're holding within our bodies, Jackie, is if we're not willing to release it organically, then it will come out as a physical symptom. I mean, I've had this, the year of it has been such a snake year for me personally. I mean, I've had ongoing issues with my lungs like on probably an acute levels since September, and it's all grief. It's not, but it's not necessarily grief from this lifetime. It's grief from previous existence. It's grief from the fall of Atlantis. All of this stuff that has to come out. So, I mean, although it's uncomfortable, it's necessary. And when it's necessary, we have that kind of it gives us the fortitude to kind of go through it a little bit more deeply, doesn't it? It's and to actually stick with it rather than throwing in the towel. And yeah, we can have a little moan at our guides and our teams and everything like that. You know, it's not fair, but we know that it is really. So
That's it. I mean, I just think that's an amazing way we've got to look at it, really. But that's
mm,
why 2026, after the 17th of February going forward, seems
yeah.
much more exciting, doesn't it? Because that would have cleared.
Mm. I've never taken much notice of Chinese astrology before until this year, but the intensity of it being a 9 year last year and the year of the snake, that combination, and also the wonderful Pam Gregory with all of her predictions and the almost excessive pressure of the cosmos astrologically for our process as well. I mean, it was such a transformational year, and I don't feel that that's a cliche to say that because we've all been through it, bar a couple of people like you said that have had a really good year, and I'm just like, do you know what? Got no animosity towards you for that whatsoever. Fair bloody play to you because if you've had a good year this year that when everybody else is going through that, then you must have done the work. So that's the only way,
Amazing.
or not
But
have to
also
clear it in the
looking
first
back,
place.
sorry, apart looking back when we're younger, do we even realise? Because I look back now when they play any programs, look back at the 60s, 70s, 80s, and
Mm.
how bad it was, and I think, God, I didn't even know that was going on. I had no idea.
I
You
know,
know,
I know.
we're just living when we're young, aren't we? Really.
Absolutely. Got no kind of real concept or conscious awareness of it, but it's yeah, yeah. I mean, how do you feel, Jackie, that this coming year is going to go? I mean, when you
Well,
tune into it with your heart, what's it kind of what's it giving you? What's it telling you? Is it excited? Is it a little bit reticent? Is it kind of like, what vibes are you getting from it?
definitely excited.
Mm,
Because everything I've seen leading up to it, all the posts, all the meme things and all that, all seems so positive, doesn't it? And if people are all feeling that, or not even feeling it, but seeing that, that's such a
mm,
good thing to be telling your body, isn't it? That
absolutely.
it's going to be a good year. And not only that, going back to when Diana did our community talk probably 3 years ago,
Mm,
she talked about 2026 and what a
yeah,
transformational year that would
I
be.
remember. I
Yes.
remember.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were there. Yes.
Yeah.
So that was so encouraging as well. I think she also said 2027 is very good as well.
I think we can pretty much say that anything from this point onwards, the thing for me last year, which was really intense, and I think a lot of other people will be able to concur with that, is the Saturn retrograde. It's there was something very specific about that where Saturn was Saturn in Pisces last year. It's basically bringing all of the old autocracy, control systems, unseen hidden nonsense that people didn't know was really know what was going on, and it was exceptionally uncomfortable to move through. But what we've got now, and I've only just begun to really notice this, it's almost like the algorithm served it up to me, is there's a group of new people, Jackie, and I think you might have mentioned this earlier on, completely newly awake souls who have totally got it. They've just sprung awake and they've totally got it. What's going on out there? So last year woke up as predicted a vast wave of people who've immediately fitted into the field and they've got information, they've got perspective, they've got groundedness, they've got They're on a mission basically, and this is what we need. We need these people everywhere, kind of speaking, doing, taking action. That's what it's all about.
And that goes into like the community. We need to get back to community more and
Absolutely.
not isolation or
No,
feeling, that
no.
we're separate. We need people to, I read a very impromptu thing last night, but I'd read this story about a chap that was ready to check out.
Mm,
And it was really wonderful how he went to an old chap down the hall that he hadn't spoken to for 3 years,
yeah.
and asked him to take the dog. And then the chap said no, come in, and just sat with this old chap, this young boy man, sat with an old chap in silence, but just together. You're not alone. And the old
Absolutely.
chap understood where he was. He was on social media all the time,
Oh, right.
living his life through that, and everyone thought his life was amazing, but actually he was so lonely. So community is so important going forward.
Absolutely. It's almost that return to community, and I know we've touched on this previously because we've begun to feel it quite a while ago. That return to community, working with the land, the reconnection with the organic, it's not just a spiritual pipe dream. It's actually an instinct that is installed within us on a DNA level that we are responding to. Now, there's a difference between things that we think we should be part of and the things that we are actually actively driven to become part of. And the community, the return to the organic, the coming together, that brotherhood and sisterhood. I don't feel that we are going to even want to have a choice in that. It's just going to be part of our lives. That's what we are. That's what our heart is telling us to do, to come together. We've done the shedding, we've done the cleansing, we've got ourselves to a point where we are all of we're functioning mostly at a heart-centered frequency. Yeah, a lot of us have still got things to work through. We're human, but we if we just to kind of like go round the roundabout a little bit further, if we came together almost, like 10, 15 years ago, there'd have been so many issues and so much stuff that we hadn't dealt with that inevitably it'd be fireworks, the communities would fall apart, everybody would have all of these different ideas going over the top of each other's head, egos clashing. There's a lot less of that now because we've worked through so much. I have a lot more confidence in our ability to be able to actually liaise with each other on a community level and be able to be constructive than we ever have been before. So I think we're going to start seeing that coming together. As an instinct, it's a drive, isn't it?
Absolutely. When you started to say that, actually, I was very fortunate when I was growing up. We had a big garden, and my dad loved gardening, and he had
Yeah,
all the potatoes growing in rows. And we
yeah.
used to race our tortoises between each line of
You raise a tortoise.
come back to me as you speak about that. It was so lovely. We didn't appreciate how marvelous it was to have all the potatoes and the carrots and the cabbage,
Oh, how
everything.
wonderful.
But yeah,
Tortoise
that's what
racing.
we really want to get back to. And that's what they talk about as well, where we can share with each other and we have an abundance of
Oh, yeah,
growth.
that's another thing. I want to touch on, if you don't mind, Jackie, look, we are, I think, going to start seeing some significant structural changes next year. I know we're feeling the guidance, we're feeling that something's coming. Are we ready if it does? I mean, this is a question that I've been asking myself. If things really do start to get spicy and interesting, how geared up are we? And I think that we're a lot more geared up than we think that we are for it. The system has to change. The system as it previously existed, a lot of them are shifting from within organically. But there's stuff that we can't take into the fifth dimension. There's like, and Dinah would have mentioned that on that community night. There's aspects of the system that we were born into that just simply will not survive at a higher frequency. And I think we're going to start seeing like almost like what we would regard as the free fall demolition of the energy that supports these things this year. It's going to be quite interesting how it happens. And it's all in our hands as well. If we're guiding and holding the light without distraction, the smoother it runs. If we're being pulled here, there, and everywhere, being wound up by this, triggered by that, and arguing about absolute nonsense online sort of thing, it's going to be a lot bumpier. So it's in the hands of the light workers this coming year. It's quite interesting.
Very interesting. And as you're speaking, I've got the sun directly coming in me. Get out in the sun. Even yesterday,
Mm,
the we're told to put sunglasses on, but don't put sunglasses on. We need to see the sun. It feeds us the vitamin, the vitamin D, so much of the light that we need.
mm,
So
it
yeah, I
does.
totally agree with you. Are we ready? But I think, like you say, it's been a gradual build up from lockdown to
Yeah.
what we've learned, what we've understood, how we've grown, and how we can navigate for ourselves.
I don't I don't think anything will ever catch us unawares again, Jackie.
No.
There's a lot of people that are saying, "Oh, I can't shut off." It's the souls that woke up because of 2020. A lot of them have kind of entered the spiritual field traumatized with PTSD from their experiences, and that's understandable. We all came through that with our own burdens of perception, but it's really interesting because I don't think anything will ever sight nothing's coming. Like our peripheral vision is very, very acute now. We've got, oh, I've just swapped sides. Don't know what happened there. It's we can see acutely where previously we were just kind of forward looking and everything. We've got the ability to be able to roll and ride with the flows and the currents and the goings on. And so many people have woken up to it now.
That again brings in the healing and how much, heal ourselves. And then with, I love Ho'oponopono.
Mm.
And that is trying to keep yourself as clear as possible, a clear channel for divinity to allow inspiration in.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I love that.
we've learned what we needed to learn. Well, we'll continue to learn. We never stop learning,
No,
but we're on a much better trajectory.
we
Trajectory.
are trajectory. That's the one. Oh, so what time's it all kicking off on Tuesday night then, Jackie?
Yes, so we start at 7, doors open at 6:30, Romsey Golf Club.
Yeah.
Um, we'll probably allow people into the waiting room because there's quite a few online at 5 to 7, um, just so that we get a good connection, make sure that's all working fine. And yeah, so start at 7 and it goes to 8:30. And we're
Yes.
going to start, I think, I don't know if you agree, but with Andrea Foyen playing the bowls for the perhaps first 10-15
Oh,
minutes.
yes, please. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just to clear the day from everyone. And
Always up for a good sand bath. So
oh,
it probably
absolutely.
knock me out. You won't get any sense out of me for the rest of the night.
I don't know if that's how you were looking at it, for her to start or to finish,
I
but it's
think that'd be a really good way
start.
to do it, actually. Just that
Yeah,
that I'm all about the preparation, the setting of the space and you know, when you've had that and then you can move in, you're so much more receptive to the information that's coming through. So yeah, happy days. Love that.
marvelous. Um, I'm just looking for the message that Sally sent me, because she said how good a date that is, that we're doing on the 6th, that we got that on the 6th.
Mm,
So her message, I've realised that is the completion of the 9-year cycle, which we began on the winter solstice of 2016, closing out the 9-year and on the brink of the 1 year. So it's a closure, a cycle closure and a new beginning. But she said where that's really good on the 6th for some reason. Probably
that's
haven't read
yeah,
that. But anyway,
that's
yeah, it sounds good to
good
me.
date. Good date.
And
excellent.
Sally knows all about her numbers. She loves
She
working with
certainly
numbers.
does, doesn't she? So
And
yeah,
thanks to Sally, I met you.
yeah, absolutely. All those years ago, wasn't it? I can't believe that was 12 years ago now.
Yeah, yeah, 12
12
years ago.
years.
Oh, what
12
a
years.
blessing.
Yeah,
Thank you
absolutely
so
wonderful.
much for joining me this morning, Tim.
Pleasure, Jackie. Thank you for joining me as well. I'm really looking forward to seeing you on Tuesday night. I'll come to Southampton and croak my way through the evening. So
You'll be better by then. You'll be so upgraded you won't believe
yeah.
it.
Oh, I'm up for that.
But yeah, I'll put the post underneath that you can join online with us or in
Yeah.
person.
Yes,
And we'll love to see
absolutely.
you. Okay.
Yay.
Thank
Lots
you,
of love.
anyone watching.
Thank you,
Lots of love.
everyone. Bye. Bye.